Jetstar.com.
Soccer fans, did you hear that Australia won the World Cup? The Robot World Cup, that is.
That's even bigger. It's an amazing achievement in robotics for a team from the University of New South Wales. This is not child's play. An Aussie team has taken out the Robo Cup held in Brazil. We beat Germany 5-1 to claim the world title for the first time in over a decade. These robotic Ronaldos and beeping Beckhams are all identical on every team. It was the software inside that gave them the edge. And the Aussie team wrote all 150,000 lines of computer code. But that didn't stop the occasional fall. Like a dog playing catch, the robot's cameras fix on an orange ball, and the Techno teammates work together to kick it into the net. The Aussies had it working so well, they only conceded one goal during the competition. That was in the final, when their goalie was on the ground and couldn't get up in time. So the Aussie robots reign supreme until next year in China, when they'll be out to terminate the competition again.
I'll be back.
And we are joined now by Sean Harris and Belinda Tay from the team, plus Luke and Ritwick, who are their little helpers here, and the winning robots. Oh, there's been a spill already. Sean, good morning, guys. How tough was the competition?
Really tough. There was quite a few other teams who were very strong, in particular from Germany. But yeah, we came out on top.
You'd expect that from the Germans, wouldn't you, to be right up there with the best.
Oh.
Now, do you have little controls with these, or do they just go by themselves?
No, they're all fully autonomous.
Yep.
They think for themselves.
Yep, that's right. We don't have to do anything. We press go and they just go.
So how do they know what each one's doing? That's part of the code.
Yeah, so they can communicate over Wi-Fi and send messages to each other and decide things amongst themselves about who's going to defend, who's going to be a goalkeeper, who's going to kick the ball, where they're going to kick it, all sorts of things like that.
No.
Right. So, Belinda, you had to write 150,000 lines of code. I don't even know what that means. How hard was that to do? How long did it take?
It wasn't all me, but we've started since October for this year's competition. But the code base started back in 2010. So it's every team since that year has built up to accumulate to this effort.
It's amazing. So they think for themselves. Do they argue or all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, there's some sort of conflict resolution and where they sort of vote on different things and who's going to do what, and maybe two people claim that they're closer to the ball, but they have to resolve that in a non-physical.
And you program that all in?
Yeah.
When there's a conflict, they go and resolve it?
Yeah.
It's like dealing with little kids here. Did any of them bite another one on the shoulder and then hold their mouth and go, not my fault, mine just fell on his shoulder?
It's hard enough to make them score goals reliably, let alone fake injuries as well. So we don't bother with things like that.
Guys, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's very cool.
What do you want to do after uni? Is this good for your CV?
Yeah, definitely. It'd be great to do some work in robotics in the future. I mean, there's not a lot of work in the show at the moment, but there's some really interesting work overseas and in the general robotics area. So.
See, that's our challenge, to keep bright sparks like you guys here in Australia.
I'm going away. Can I pick one up?
Good on
What
you.
happens when you pick one up?
They'll realise and they'll stop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go like the shoulders.
Pick it up.
Go like the shoulders.
They
Well,
might
what if it attacks me?
They might
It's
swing.
nice. It's
Might give you a
friendly.
big
Come
kiss.
back here.
By the shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, they only cost 100 grand, so be careful.
Oh, I'd like to adopt it. I'd be like Angela. Oh, look at that. It's eyeing me off. Oh, there you go. Off you go, little buddy.
Good on you guys. Congratulations.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
Coming up, Harry Potter star Daniel Radcliffe reveals which of the 8 films he hated the most and why.
And your chance to win cash.